So we just got back from our speed skating national championships. Most of you guys know I've speed skated my whole life, and now I coach, and both of my kids skate, and you probably know if you've coached before, coaching your own children is insanely hard. A lot of what I talk to the team about is just really trying to get your mental state right as you go into these competitions. Overall, the nationals went really well. Hendricks got his second national title, and Vera made her very first final. But that didn't happen without the roller coaster. Especially for Vera, for whatever reason, she gets insanely unlucky every year with her heat structure. So like this year, she ended up with like 3 of the fastest girls in her heat, which makes it really hard to advance rounds. But we hit that head on and try to get her ready mentally. And the first race, things didn't go the way that they should have gone. The gun goes off, and I see her fighting back in the race, and she's moving up, and it looks like everything's going to be okay, and she's going to make it out. And then, of course, she gets disqualified on one of the passes that she threw. And I knew this was going to be tough for the following races. And going into the second race, I remember telling my wife, like, Vera's not ready. Like, she is not going to do well in this next race. I never would say that to Vera, and she doesn't hear these conversations, but I could see it in her eyes. I could feel the energy. And of course, the second race was probably the worst she's ever skated, completely fell apart. And after that race, I kept trying to bring her back and get that mental part right, because that's almost all of it. Like, I know the ability's there, but the mental has to be right. And going into the third race, I look over and she's dancing with her friends. They're doing the Macarena. They're on the floor getting ready to race. And, if you don't know my daughter, you might think she's messing around. But the reality was, I knew she was taking pressure off of herself because she cares so much about the result. And I remember thinking to myself, okay, like, she's ready. And she goes out there, kicks butt in the heat, makes it out of the heat, goes to the semi, kicks butt in the semi, gets to the final, and then gets so dang close to getting on the podium in the final. She ended up 4th, and she actually got to battle with a good friend of hers and her teammate Brinley, who also made her first final. So that was a really cool experience. But the whole reason I'm telling you guys all of this is that mental state thing, it's not just athletics. I see it all the time in this job when I'm talking to people about buying a house, and they'll say things to me like, hey, Miguel, if I can't get pre-approved, it's not that big of a deal. Like, don't worry about it. Like, they're already coming to me expecting a bad result a lot of times. And I see a lot of people who never even take the first step because they're just convinced that things aren't going to work out. And if you beat yourself before you start the race, you might as well not even do the race. And I just see it so often. And so I wanted to tell you guys this story because in the exact same national competition, I get to see my daughter skate the best that she skated and the worst that she skated in the same competition. And I think the cool part is that she started off with the worst and ended with the best, right? And so, like, here's all of your guys' opportunity too. Like, if you really want something, like, fix that part, right? And again, I'm here to be the coach, right? Like, that's kind of what I do in the mortgage world too, is really coach people along through this journey and help map all that out. So I thought that would be a fun story to share, and I'm always here for you guys as you go through this.